Consensus. Continue. Who taking the blame? Nicholas? Who taking the blame? Hope that one wasn't recorded. Hope that one wasn't recorded, right?
gentlemen, the national anthem of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we observe a moment of silence as we mourn the passing of one of our students. Miss Alexia Trim was a student in the Faculty of Law. She was supposed to graduate with us on this occasion with a Bachelor of Laws with first-class honors. Unfortunately, Ms. Trim passed away yesterday due to medical complications. The campus and the university extend condolences to her family and friends. May she rest in peace. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Vice Chancellor Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Pro Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal Professor Rosemary Bell-Antoine, other distinguished members of the Platform Party, Valedictorian Mr. Johasto Williams, faculty and staff of the UWI St. Augustine campus, specially invited guests, graduating class of 2025, friends, family, and well-wishers, members of the media, good afternoon. Good afternoon, graduates, and good afternoon to your families, your lecturers, your mentors, and all who have walked this journey with you. Today, we gather not merely to mark the end of an academic chapter, but to celebrate the beginning of a new Caribbean story, one that you, the graduates of 2025, are uniquely positioned to assist in crafting. You did not arrive here by accident. You arrived through sacrifice, through resilience, through nights of study and days of doubt, through balancing, in some cases, work and study, family and ambition, hardship and hope. You arrived through hurricanes, both literal and metaphorical. You arrived through the pandemic's lingering shadows, through economic uncertainty, through quiet battles that no one saw, but you endure nonetheless. Class of 2025, you have not only completed your course of study, you have also grown intellectually, emotionally, socially. You represent the best of our region. And your growth does not stop here. Your journey continues not just academically, but as leaders in your communities and as guardians of our shared future. You are graduating into a global environment, increasingly shaped by national self-interest, where the idea of a shared responsibility for the prosperity of mankind is fading, where the preservation of our way of life for all is no longer guaranteed, where climate change, inequality, and conflict threaten the very fabric of our collective future. And yet, here you are, standing tall, ready. As graduates of the University of the West Indies, you stand on a solid foundation. You have been equipped with knowledge, perspective, and the ability to think critically. In addition, you have inherited the legacy of decades of Caribbean leadership in many important global areas. In climate justice, where small island states have led the global call for action and accountability, where from Barbados to the Bahamas, our leaders are demanding climate justice, not just for ourselves, but for vulnerable states everywhere. In social equity, where Caribbean thinkers, artists, activists continue to challenge inequality, colonial legacies, and systemic bias, where our voices shape the conversation on reparation, demanding equity and human dignity. In sports, where our athletes have shown the world that excellence knows no borders and what heart and discipline can achieve, where for decades our cricketers dominated world pitches with their skills and professionalism. And yet, this level of leadership and more are required now. In this still evolving new environment, you are not just graduates, you are builders, you are architects, you are the designers of a Caribbean that refuses to be defined by size, by limitation, or by the outdated assumptions of others. You are part of the generation that must reset the agenda. You must chart a path to a more enlightened future, one that values cooperation over competition, one that sees diversity not as a challenge but as a strength, one that understands that the Caribbean voice is not a whisper, it is a force. In this emergent environment, you are not just graduates, you are the architect of Caribbean possibility. Class of 2025, you are the generation that understands that knowledge is borderless, that technology is a great equalizer, that size is no longer an insurmountable limiting factor, that a small island can produce world-class innovation, that a village in Antigua, a district in Jamaica, a parish in Barbados, a town in Trinidad can be the birthplace of global solutions. You are the generation that knows that excellence is not imported, it is cultivated, it is homegrown, it is Caribbean. And so today, I invite you to see yourselves not just as graduates of a university, our university, but as stewards of our region, as custodians of a rich legacy, as the ones who will shape the economies, the institutions, and the values of a Caribbean that is ready to rise. Let us be clear, the Caribbean has long been underestimated. We have been told that we're too small to matter, too fragmented to lead, too dependent to thrive. But you know better. You know that our size is not a weakness, it is our strength. It allows us to be agile, to be bold, to be united in purpose. You know that our diversity is not a barrier, it is a treasure. It gives us perspective, creativity, and resilience. You know that our history is not a way, it is a foundation. It reminds us of what we have overcome and what we are capable of. So let us respond by being an example that others can scarce ignore. Let us build systems that work. Let us foster cultures of integrity, innovation, and inclusion. Let us show the world what Caribbean excellence truly looks like. And even then, the future will not be given to us. It must be claimed. So class of 2025, go claim it. Claim it with your ideas, with your startups, with your research, with your art, with your activism, with your leadership in boardrooms, in classrooms, in parliaments, and in communities. Claim it by refusing to accept mediocrity, by demanding transparency, by building institutions that serve the people, not just the powerful. Claim it by embracing technology, not as a tool of consumption, but as a platform for creation. Use it to solve problems, to connect markets, to educate minds, to amplify Caribbean voices across the globe. Claim it by investing in knowledge, not just degrees, but wisdom, not just credentials, but character. Claim it by remembering that the Caribbean is not a place, it is a promise of warmth, of brilliance, of possibility. Class of 2025, you are the guardian of that promise. You are the ones with the knowledge, creativity, and understanding to make a difference. The ones who can take our economies from extraction to innovation, from vulnerability to resilience, from imitation to leadership. You're the ones who can show that our region is not peripheral, but pivotal. You're the ones who can remind the world that when the Caribbean dreams, it dreams in color, in rhythm, in brilliance, in courage. And so as you step forward today, I ask you to carry three things with you. First, carry your story. Never forget where you came from, whether you grew up in a fishing village or a bustling city, whether you were raised by one parent or many, whether you face hardship or privilege. Your story matters. It is your compass, it is your power. Second, carry your responsibility. You're not just individuals, you're part of a collective, a Caribbean collective that needs your voice, your vision, your integrity. So lead with humility, serve with purpose, build with others. And third, carry your hope. The world will test you. It will challenge your ideals. It will tempt you to settle. But do not lose your hope. It is your fuel. It is your fire. It is the light that will guide you when the path is unclear. Graduates of 2025, you are ready. You're ready to build economies that are inclusive, sustainable, and bold. You're ready to challenge the status quo. You're ready to lead not just with intellect, but with heart. You're ready to show the world what the Caribbean can do. So I urge you, go forward, go proudly, go purposefully, and above all, never forget, you are UWI, you are Caribbean, you're unstoppable. Congratulations to the class of 2025. The future is yours to shape. We're met today in order that we may mark by a formal ceremony the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble to the Royal Charter, by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community, and it is proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievement. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or license or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their achievement. Thank you. We will now have a performance by Natasha Joseph, who is a graduate of the Musical Arts program at the Department of Creative and Festival Art, and a national performer, as well as a member of the National Philharmonic Orchestra. This afternoon, she performs Best Day of My Life on the national instrument, the steel pan.
Oh,
Sir, the persons whose names will be called studied in the University of the West Indies, and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and to the Senate of the University by the representatives of their respective faculties as Bachelor of Laws or Bachelor of Science Engineering or Bachelor of Science of the University of the West Indies. Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Law, Dr. Alicia Elias Roberts.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive, as graduate members of our society, these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws of this university. Megan Ali. Janaisi Hussein. Jaden Paul Ashman. Ariane B. Ray. Brianna Babwa. Kajal Bharat Singh. Sir, with first class honors, Kajal Bharat Singh. Sir, with first class honors, Fiona Castro. Sir, with first class honors, Kayla Daniel. Sir, with first class honors, Crystal Datu. Lana Dio. Jessica Dionanan. Maya Francois. Mikhail Gibbons. Kenya Gonzalez. Sir, with first class honors, Jordan Gomez. Maduri Gulsharan. Sir, with first class honors, Ariana Gopal. Sir, with first class honors, Prashawn Gordon. Zuri Jetki. Sir, with first class honors, Kyla Hackett. Sahara Harilal. Ashana Hari. Tavil Henry. Josiah Highland. Sir, with first class honors, Aisha Jafrali. Sir, with first class honors, Rihanna Jaglao. Mahalia Johnson. Amanda Joseph. Sorry, first class honors, Solange Joseph. Aziza Khan. Sorry, first class honors, Shamari Lal Singh. Sorry, first class honors, Keandra Lee Kwai. Sir, with first class honors, Shania Ann Lee Wen. Chelsea Logan. Jada Marie Loom. Sir, with first class honors, Aliyah Machikan. Javan Maharaj. Sir, with first class honors, Karina Maharaj. Vishal Maharaj. Johanse Marshall Aberdeen. Shimonique Mendez. Adil Mohammed. Soraya Mohammed. Sorry, first class honors, Dejeuner Montez. Sorry, first class honors, Adrienne Murray. Sorry, first class honors, Shamika Nelson. Ananda Nohari. Naomi Padilla. Pooja Prasad. Jadenelle Primus. Amira Rahaman. Ranel Rajkumar. Sorry, first class honors, Avinash Rajkar. Sorry, first class honors, Samara Ram. Chloe Ramcharan. Chelsea Ramdin. Valini Ramkaran. Ridhai Ramke. Sorry, first class honors, Annalisa Ramkisoon. Sorry, first class honors, Bibi Razak. Shanae Roberts. Anaya Rogers. Kevin Rojas. Selena Rupchand. Third first class honors, Priya Sam. Sorry, first class honors, Michaela Sayers. Kevin Sibalak. Ivan. Sir, with first class honors, Alex Sidat. Ashti Singh. Selena Singh. Abhi Sudin. Ariel Sukan. Ainsley Stewart. Sir, first class honors, Annalise Storm. Sir, first class honors, Isaiah Thomas. Khalifa Wilkinson. Sir, first class honors, Jehoshua Williams. Sir, first class honors, Denisa Howell. Vishala Jabbar. Kenesia Fraser. Sophia Pilwa. Adina Jackson. Vanessa Boland. Sir, first class honors, Ashteriya Maharaj. Sorry. Daniela Lessie. Itana Mitchell. Sir, first class honors, Celine Rampol. Wesley Musio. Stevenson Sinet. Brianna Bridgelow. Haley Jade Garcia. Carrie Ali. Risa Richardson. Jadane Griffith. Shivani Balgobin. Chrisanne John. Adesia Joseph. Cassie Lutan. Anjali Ramdat. Tarisel Sorilio. Third first class honor, Sage Mitchell. Ariana Balkaran. Gerald Edwards. Jerome Mohammed. Alka Ramnarain. Sherelle Williams. Anushka Samaru. Jeanique Aspianal. Brianna Lawrence. Amari Skeet. Amarit Ramatar. Ruth Dimga. Jazara Mills. Sir with first class honors, Danique Edwards. Samantha Chufor. Shania Vincent. Sir with first class honors, Christina Douglas.
Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Engineering, Professor Bisham Ramla.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science Engineering or Bachelor of Science of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called as graduate members of our society and confer first degrees of this university.
Masin Alexander. Amir Ali. Andy Ali. Dana Ali. Irfan Ali. Sir with first class honors, Muhammad Ali. Raid Ali. Saeed Ali. Celine Ali. Zarias Ali. Courtney Allen. Sir with first class honors, Javid Auguste. Caitlin Baiju. Brittany Balkaran. Sir with first class honors, Nathaniel Banwari. Jovel Belford. Sir with first class honors, Travis Bisson. Saraya Budram. Daniel Bridgelal. Lishan Cardenas. Rhea Cibalo. Sir with first class honors, Christian Changur. Sir, with first class honors, Yasser Sharaf. Christopher Chico. Ethan Chin Fong. Sir, with first class honors, Donico Codrington. Daniel Cummings. Krista Diaz. Bimal Dindial Ortiz. Matthias Elliott. Luke Furlong. Kayla Ganga. Tori Gaskin. Shane Gomes. Alexander Granderson. Brianna Hamlet. Chelsea Haricharan. Ria Hassan Ali. Brandon Hira. Sir, with first class honors, Erin Herbert. Aaron Holder. Milan Holder. Shola Ishmael. Dharmani Jang Bahadur Singh. Sir, with first class honors, Liam John. Cullen Joint. Sir, with first class honors, Justin Juman. Sir, with first class honors, Abida Khan. Levi Khan. Zanab Khan. Delisha King. Mikhail Latran. Ozazi Lewis. Kyle Lochan. Shion Lavelle. Zachary Lachmidial. Sir, with first class honors, Raj Mahabir. Sir, with first class honors, Varindra Mahabir. Abram Maret. Romario McDowell. Sean Metiver. Sir, with first class honors, Malaika Millington. Josh Mohammed. Sir, with first class honors, Nabila Mohammed. Zamir Mohammed. Justin Mohan. Makana Muking. Ethan Molilal. Jonathan Nanku. Tristan Narain. Afam Obano. Alyssa Prasad. Chanoa Philip. Josiah Philip. Aaliyah Philip Lamkin. Nikolai Pillai. Kaylee Pontifle. Avinesh Prabhucharan. Sir, with first class honors, Nathan Raghubar. Kyle Rambaran. Aaron Ramcharan. Keshav Ramdeen. Sachin Ramharak. Jonathan Ramkisoon. Ravi Ramlochan. Karina Rampasad. Roshan Rampasad. Sanjana Rampasad. Suvir Ramsamaru. Amrit Ramsubag. Denan Ramsumer. Sir, with first class honors, Christian Reed. Jazea Roberts. Dennis Rushton. Rajiv Sahadev. Sunil Samlal. Sir, with first class honors, Matthew Sampath. Brandon Sandasi. Sir, with first class honors, Keshav Satram. Sir, with first class honors, Kyle Seals. Santosh Sipasad. Nadira Silnanan. Matthew Smith. With first class honors, Afia Sobers. Alana Suku. Sir, with first class honors, Justin Suknanan. Dravid Sukrim. Sanjeev Suku, Justin Sukraj, Yash Stanton, Sterling Stone, Stefan Stuyven, Sir, with first class honors, Chloe Suchit, Giovanni Tacchini Burnley, Ronaldo Timal, Karis Thompson, Sarah Thompson. Sir, with first class honors, Giovanni Toussé. Sir, with first class honors, Jovan Ward. Donielle Wilkinson. Kyle Yearwood. Sir, with first class honors, Lysandra Sicharan. And Kosi Ansari. Kemraj Ramsamuj. Alicia Daniel. Leze Surret Samuel. Roger Rawlins. Clayton Thomas. Sir, with first class honors, Akhenaton Pennow. Dana Piare. Uchenna Bacchus. Ashani Sonny. Sir, with first class honors, Faith Prasad. Diana Daisley. Pradeep Mahabir. Sir, with first class honors, Amelia Jordan. Sir, with first class honors, Tamir Youssef. Nicholas Sabad. Christiana Joseph.
Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Law, Dr. Alicia Elias Roberts.
Mohammed Musaji. Vanita Kasiram. Udit Maharaj.
I now call on the class valedictorian, Mr. Jehesu Williams, Bachelor of Laws with first class honors, to deliver the valedictory address.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols observed. Chancellor, Dr. the Most Honorable Doddridge Miller. Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles. Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal, Professor Rose Marie Bell Antoine. Other distinguished members of the Platform Party. Faculty and staff of the St. Augustine UWI campus. Specially invited guests, friends, family, and well-wishers, members of the media, and graduating class of 2025. John F. Kennedy once said, "Do not pray for easy lives, pray to be stronger men." That quote has guided my life and captured the very essence of strength, the first pillar I wish to share with you today. Strength is not the absence of weakness or fear, but the quiet resolve to stand firm in the face of the world attempting to tear you down. But before I speak about my journey, I wanted to speak about something that has followed me and many others throughout the entirety of their lives: stigma. According to the World Health Organization, stigma is a mark of shame, disapproval, or discrimination that sets a person apart from others. Now, I know this all too well because I grew up in an area called Bellevue, a place often stigmatized as a hotspot area, the ghettos, the gunman area. I've heard it all. Youths from these areas are no strangers to the labels which hung over their heads like chandeliers. We were often reminded of our inability to be something due to circumstances outside of our control, yet we were defined based on these circumstances. But those words never told the full story. My parents, like many others, had very little growing up. They worked multiple jobs to give their children a chance at a better life. And behind the whispered labels were families like yours and mine. They instilled in me a strong faith in Jesus Christ and a belief that I could see my potential. To my parents, who did so much for me, I say I love you and I thank you, and trust that I will return your goodness to me one day. Now, the strength they gave me became the foundation of my journey, a journey that led me to my next family, my UE family. My UE family. I must express gratitude to the UWI St. Augustine, as it provided me with an abundance of opportunities and a welcoming with open arms. Only here was I able to find opportunities which guided me towards my current trajectory and my respective discipline. To the graduating engineering class, to the graduating engineering class, your discipline turns imagination into infrastructure, equations into bridges, and dreams into systems that move our world forward. And your minds are the very things that will carry this country to the forefront of innovation. But what about your days at the UWI? Although the lab days were long, the friendships, lectures, and unforgettable moments made it worthwhile. Whether it be the days in the undercroft, or that special feeling in opening that thermodynamic exam paper for the first time, or even AutoCAD crashing out mid-assignment, you will cherish these memories as they were all your first steps towards becoming the engineers of tomorrow. To the graduating law class, What more can I say? As future attorneys, judges, and lawmakers, it is our duty to create meaningful change and use our legal minds to create, never to destroy. We made indelible memories such as singing and dancing at the extempo competition. Justice Lucky, Dr. Koo and Marcus at the Koo v Marcus football matches, and enjoying Family Law 1 with everyone's favorite lecturer. We also remember our classmate, Alexia Trim, who should have crossed the stage with us today, and would have graduated with first-class honors, but passed away unexpectedly. Her absence is deeply felt, yet her spirit remains part of our journey, and I think that deserves a round of applause. I'm grateful to have been with such a unique and diverse year group. Despite the degree being intense, we still managed to find time to make memories that last a lifetime. But why is all of this important? The speech I share today is not merely about excelling academically and fighting stigma. It is about redefining stigma and drawing strength from whatever adversity you may face. But strength alone is not enough. It must be carried through perseverance and an unyielding spirit. In other words, through tenacity. You may not have had the ideal start, but a tenacious attitude will carry you farther than you could ever imagine. We must embrace our identity. We are the next generation of Caribbean changemakers, yes. But this question requires greater introspection. Who are you? What is your story? How can your story benefit others? It makes no sense to have this privilege of education and this formal education if we cannot guide and nurture those on our way upwards. Let us adopt an altruistic approach to the privilege of education and recognize our newfound identities as Caribbean changemakers. Greatness can be for anyone. Remember, you are not prisoners of your circumstances, nor are you inherently inferior due to where your journey originated. Greatness belongs to all who work towards it. After all, the young man delivering the speech before you is also just a youth man from Bellevue. Let your situation be motivation. Strive towards becoming educated, and true education is holistic, not solely academic. Arm yourselves with skills, people skills, financial literacy, and any necessary qualifications to propel you forward in this lifetime. An educated mind is the one thing your environment cannot strip away from you. So use that as motivation. Now, the final pillar is ambition. We are all driven by an inner force pushing us to achieve. This is called ambition. Marcus Garvey characterized ambition as the burning flame that lights up the life of the individual and makes him see himself in another state. Use that burning flame to light up the life and the precarious roads ahead of you. More importantly, do not allow your flame to be quenched by those who did not dare to dream. Now, throughout this speech, I've mentioned specific words, and these were intentional. They were not arbitrary. Each one carries the weight of a lesson learned and represents a truth that we have lived. S is for strength. T is for tenacity. I for identity. G for greatness. M for motivation. And A for ambition. Together, these are an acronym for stigma, a word that once symbolized limitation, but today, we have redefined it. We wear it not as a pin of shame, but as a badge of honor. It is proof that even the heaviest labels meant to limit us can be lifted, rewritten, and transformed into stories of hope. As I close, allow me to reiterate that this was but a chapter in the book of life. May we always treasure the pelican pride which binds us together. And as we go our separate ways, May we continue to endure in the face of adversity and inspire those around us through educational and inspirational achievements. Relish in the fact that in this hot and sunny country, you are now 1 degree hotter. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2025.
Sir, I now call on Professor Durasamy Saravanakumar, Director, School for Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of high degrees and postgraduate diplomas.
So, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded postgraduate diplomas or have been admitted to master's degrees, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
So, from the Faculty of Law of KVL campus for double degree in Master of Laws and Executive Master of Business Administration, I present Shayal Kasimir. With merit, Leandra Khan. With merit, Nikisha Thompson. So, from the Faculty of Law of St. Augustine campus, for Master of Laws, I present Saskia Bachchan with distinction. So, for Master of Laws in Corporate and Commercial Law specialization, I present Ashley Badal with merit. Kalisa Francis. So, for Master of Laws in Intellectual Property Law specialization, I present Auden Williams. So, for Master of Laws with Oil and Gas Law specialization, I present Sharon Stewart Fraser with distinction. So, for Master of Laws with Public Law specialization, I present Carla Sobral with distinction. So, from the Faculty of Engineering for Postgraduate Diploma in Coastal Engineering and Management, I present Candice Singh. So, for Postgraduate Diploma in Construction Management, I present Kendall Joseph. So, from the Faculty of Engineering for Master of Applied Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering with a major in Integrated Systems, I present Vama Ramlochan Singh. So, for Master of Science in Chemical and Process Engineering with Management, I present Jordan Samuel with merit. Henson Suklal. So, For Master of Science in Civil with Environmental Engineering, I present Todd Labari with distinction. So, for Master of Science in Coastal Engineering and Management, I present Dynal Adams. Shanika Felix. Ariana Joseph. So, for Master of Science in Construction Management, I present Gabriel Maria Govaya. Shinal Hills. Jerome Rogers. So, for Master of Science in Engineering Asset Management, I present Mustaq Baladin. So, with distinction, Faraz Hussain. Justin Metivier. So, for Master of Science in Engineering Management, I present Kyla Davis. Stefan Hearn. Vishwanath Sami. Majiv Satnarayan. Ariadne Sibu. So, for Master of Science in Food Science and Technology, I present Anna Hargreaves with distinction. Geeta Rampasad. So, with distinction, Sion Sylvester. So, for Master of Science in Geoinformatics, I present Salome Siram with distinction. So, for Master of Science in Petroleum Engineering, I present Justin Frank. Michael Rush. So, for Master of Science in Production Management, I present Brian Homeward. So, for Master of Science in Project Management, I present Adrian Castillo. With distinction, Nicole Daumani. With merit, Kia Dipisa. Nikisha Gopi. Collis Hazel. Kareem Wiley. So, for Master of Laws in International Dispute Resolution Specialization, I present Aliyah Williams with distinction. Kadeen Ramdeen. Justin Brewster. Nigel Dipisa. Ashti Gosain. Shamila Sungun. So, with distinction, Makeda Brooms. So, for Master of Philosophy in Industrial Engineering, I present Kelly Martinez.
Sir, I now call on Professor Audrey Henry Lee, Pro Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, and the Chair of the Board for Graduate Studies, to present to you members of our society for the award of Doctor of Philosophy.
So, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and recognize their advancement in our society.
Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering, Leah Wright. Title of thesis, The Development of a Mode Choice Model Simultaneously Addressing Randomness and Fuzziness. This research provides critical tools for transportation planning in small island developing states for sustainable development. Supervisor, Dr. Trevor Townsend. Doctor of Philosophy. Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Manoj Kalam. Title of thesis, Developing a Novel Machine Learning Algorithm to Forecast the Earthquake Using Parallel Processing. This study, highly useful for natural disaster preparedness. Supervisor, Dr. Ajay Joshi. Doctor of Philosophy in Geoinformatics, Candice Ducree. Title of thesis, Developing a Geoinformatics Framework for Assessing, Quantifying, and Modeling Urban Growth. This study has identified key drivers and patterns of sustainable urban development in Caribbean island developing states. Supervisor, Dr. Riyad Al-Tahir. Doctor of Philosophy in Manufacturing Engineering, Asad Mohammed. Title of thesis, Optimizing the Functional Performance of the Fused Filament Fabrication Process, a multi-objective study. This research standardized 3D printing settings for creating stronger yet lighter parts with artificial intelligence and genetic algorithms. Supervisor, Professor Popanag Chowdhury. Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, Kevin Lemessy, with high commendation. Title of thesis, Spectral Wave Modeling and Resource Characterization, Renewable Energy Application. This study produced deep understanding of ocean wave behavior within the Caribbean for renewable energy development. Supervisor, Professor Krish Prasad Manohar. Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, Shivan Ramnares. Title of thesis, The Analysis of Nonlinear Pseudo-Elastic Shape Memory Alloy Vibration Absorber over a broad range of excitation frequencies. This study improved the potential for vibration control for engineering applications. Supervisor, Dr. Jacqueline Bridge. Doctor of Philosophy in Petroleum Engineering, Adele Hariprasad. Title of thesis, Geomechanical Characterization of Weak Friable Formations in Southern Trinidad. 1D geomechanical wellbore stability modeling using laboratory and well log data for the Dolphin Fields East Coast Marine Area, ECMA Trinidad. This study developed 1D wellbore stability models for the Dolphin Field in Trinidad. Supervisor, Dr. Shane Blake and Dr. Hamid Hassalani.
I now call on the Secretary of the UWI Alumni Association, Trinidad and Tobago Chapter, Dr. Goldie Davis, to lead the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations and best wishes to you, the engineering and law graduates of 2025. Graduates, please stand. I will now lead you in reciting the Alumni Pledge, which can be found on page 92 of the booklet. Please repeat after me. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the west as I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and serve my community and region. I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help to build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region. Thank you.
I invite everyone to stand as we join in singing the university song, which can be found on page 92 of the booklet.
From Caribbean islands, Guyana and Belize, was born our University of the West Indies. Proud symbols of our oneness, our strength in unity. With visions clear, you came along to shape our destiny. To follow after knowledge, the truth to seek and find. To teach us love and justice, to liberate the mind. Today we see you rising, a light out of the west, that guides the feet of all who seek the noblest and the best. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and proud bearers of that light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. As from your noble portals, your sons and daughters go to face a world of challenges, to conquer every foe. We'll work and play together, and as time marches on, we'll never forget the lessons that the whole are we are one. UWI, we praise you, we lift our voice in song. We let our big drums roll loud and steel pipes play along. For you have shaped our lives so that we can truly say, to you we owe our gratitude, a debt we can't repay. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and proud bearers of that light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. This is our university of the West Indies.
Could the class of 2025 please remain standing? Everyone else, please sit. As we prepare to capture a class photograph. You have officially entered your UWI graduate era. And to commemorate this milestone, we invite you to take up your canisters as we prepare for a unique and symbolic gesture. To our friends and families in the stands, we invite you to get your cameras ready, as this will be a moment to remember. As we count to 3, we ask you to raise your canisters high, turn to your families in the stand, and wave to them with all the excitement and pride that you feel in this moment. Unfortunately, you're going to have to do it again, as our drones and photographers are ready to capture this moment. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And with that, we conclude your graduation ceremony. Congratulations to the class of 2025. We invite you to stay connected with UWI and on all our social media platforms. Follow UWI St. Augustine on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and follow UWI Pelicans on TikTok. This brings to a close the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signalized the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. The company will now disperse, but not before permitting me to escort any specially invited guests and allowing the procession to leave. Thank you very much.